Traders, Anthony here. I'm looking at US oil WTI. Somebody asked me my opinion, and the question was, is it time to buy oil on this pullback? And I'm not so sure. Deep pullback. There's a few things about this. Okay, let's just go down to a 30-minute chart and have a look at this section here. Yeah, we get this range, spikes up here, takes out stops here. See this run? It's a run on liquidity. All right, so we're seeing these lower lows here, ranges, spikes up. Then we get this run. They're drawing in more short traders here. And there's another stop run. I'm wondering whether this is gearing up for a deeper pullback. Now, the other thing to consider is, if you grab the Fibonacci, let's just pull it from this low to high. See how we've breached the 78.6? Now, the 61.8 to 786 is generally my buy zone. When it breaches the 78.6, I get a little bit concerned. It's worth further exploration, I think. Yeah, this move here is pretty significant. In other words, there's a lot of momentum behind that, pushing it down. So here's the thing with this. Let's go back out again to a daily chart. On the 4-hour and the daily, yes, there's an argument. It's traded into, here it is, bullish order block, right? Daily. But again, it's the how deep this pullback is. Have a look at this. All right, we've got this pullback here. Look how deep that pullback is here. And again, this one here. So what they've done here is they've attacked stops under these levels, and they've potentially could do that again. See these lows here? Okay, this is a big liquidity zone. In other words, this stops resting under here. Sell stops prior to this rally. And my question is, are they looking to tap into that before we see any further upside? So, I'm not incredibly enthusiastic about entering long at the moment with this. The other thing we can consider with oil is seasonality, and we'll go back and have a look at that. But look at some of these moves here, guys. If we pick up a trend line here and just look at this high to this low, for example, okay, measured move here. Look at some of these spikes. Well, that's not out of the question. And again, like looking at this from this perspective, here's the range low, the liquidity under here, possible target. I mentioned seasonality comes into play with this. I believe it does. So let's go back in time and just have a look and see. So, what I'm doing is I'm just building an argument that this is not a great opportunity to be buying, contrary to what a few other analysts might be saying. So let's just have a look at this from a seasonality aspect. On the 4-hour time frame, I have had a sneak preview, but let's do that in the video. So we're looking at March, the beginning of March, early March. So here we go. We'll go back to 2023, last year. What happened at the same time? Okay, here it is. Look at that. 2000. And when you're doing a look back in terms of seasonality, you want to average it out over 10 years, 22. We'll do, 5 or 6, just to get a bit of a sense. But see what's happened here. Look, we get a bit of a move up, but then, we get this sell-off. So that's 2 years, 22, 21. It's always fascinating to do this. I like to do this with the indices, gold, metals, Well, there's a bit of a sell-off. It did push up prior to that, but in any case, we'll go back. What's that? 20, 21, 20. The indices, gold. I'm always looking at seasonality, the indexes, the dollar index. Look at this. Same time every year. So 2019. You get the picture. 2020, 2019. Okay, not much of a pullback, but that. Okay, possibly a little bit of a spike up and then a dip down. I think that's what we're seeing here. 2018. Bit of a spike up, and then then we got that. So I could keep going, I won't, but you get the idea. So if we come back to the current time, what I'm thinking, if seasonality does play a part in this, is that we could see possibly, right? And there's a couple of other things I want to point out too. All right, so we've got a bit of an imbalance here that could look to fill. Quite possibly we see something like that. Now, I'd be looking to short this. If this does trade back up in here and sets up, you see a rounded top here and you see it shifting gears on the lower time frame, then, that could be a short. The other thing too to consider is, see this green candle back here. Okay, so we've got this unresolved imbalance. That could be a target for our time frame. So just be careful. I wouldn't be buying at the moment. I don't like how far this is retraced. It's breaking the 78.6. Yeah, it might push up here, but I think we see a lower high and more downside, to be honest. Yeah, I won't be getting involved with it, but yeah, that's my opinion on oil, guys. And with that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.